Okay, now I'm embarrassed. Watch this. Localhost / test.html. Okay, now I'm pointing to the test.html that's actually in my C drive. And inside of my C drive, I've got XAMPP folder, and I go in the XAMPP folder, and inside of the XAMPP folder, I've got my htdocs folder. Inside of that folder, I've got this test.html. Well, my previous video, I was really concerned why my test.html and my catalog.php weren't interacting, allowing my client-side JavaScript to work. Well, of course, I forgot my external JavaScript, that ehandler.js file. Remember the previous video that I didn't also include my grass.jpg? So this image was broken when I tried to have these two files interact inside of my XAMPP and my little pretend server I got going on here. So that's really the only reason this wasn't working. So I went through that whole thing about trying to point from my file on my desktop to the file, the PHP file in XAMPP in the htdocs folder. So look, I'm in localhost, it's pointing to test.html. I put in 6, which is too much, place order. There's my JavaScript error. I put in 3, which is just right, place order. I get my alert box that says you ordered 3 blades of grass, placing your order now, click OK. And here is my PHP. I still haven't created the PHP script to give me an actual order form response message. Instead, this is just proving that my PHP is working, and it's bringing up this catalog.php code. So yeah, very embarrassing. In my JavaScript step by step, I've got test.html, ehandler.js, grass.jpg. All of these needed to go inside of inside of computer, inside of C drive, inside of XAMPP, inside of htdocs, and here's the test file. Here is the grass JPEG, and here's the ehandler.js. Because I didn't have that helper JavaScript, that's the reason that my client side wasn't working. So yeah, I had to make a video to show that dumbness. But actually, it's kind of a good thing, because let's say you want to practice keeping your keeping your client side information and your server side information separate, as if you did have 2 different entities, 2 different computers in 2 different places. So this wasn't a horrible experience. It was just embarrassing when I realized that all I really needed to do was put that external JavaScript file in there. Oh, and also because I did that, I had to go back to, let's go back to that test script, XAMPP, htdocs, test HTML. This time, the action can go straight to catalog.php, and it works just fine. It works just fine because I copied the ehandler.javascript and put that in the htdocs folder as well. So it points to everything properly. It points to the external JavaScript called ehandler.js. It points to, where's that image at? It points to this image right here, grass.jpg, and it points to catalog.php. So everything is working good in the world again. Now I just have to fix this catalog.php to not have this as an output, but have an output that has anything to do with ordering a specific number of blades of grass.